Welcome back to Remodeling Deconstructed. I'm your host, Nick Domenici, back in Ashland, New Hampshire. Spring has come around. The last couple weeks since you've been here, we've done a lot. So we have completed framing, insulation, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing all in the last 3 weeks. So it's been pretty crazy around here. We're on schedule though for this build and making some great progress. So come with me. As you can see, we're out here working on some exterior decking and ports. You guys all remember Phil George from Cedar Mill Group?
How you guys doing?
He's our lead carpenter on site, making sure everything runs well and smooth around here. We got a special guest today too. Nick Colarusso has made the trip up to Ashland, New Hampshire, and he's hanging out with a puppy.
I'm training new employees right here. So the newest employee of SoCon Construction, who's our siding contractor on this job, Steve, who's the owner right behind me here, right to my side of me. This is his new little puppy. So this is Oakley. How old is Oakley, Steve?
He's 14 weeks old.
Wow, 14 weeks.
His number one job is to keep morale up.
Yeah, he's a
on
good
site.
morale booster. You know, it's really starting to come together. And the big thing that we do want to talk about is, again, we are a design build, so we're looking at, starting with a concept, developing and building that concept, and then creating it and turning it back over to the homeowners. And they've been super happy. I mean, it's going to be amazing to watch their faces when they come back in and see it in real life. But I mean, they've just been amazed to this point of just saying, oh my gosh, it looks just like the model. It looks like the picture.
People never believe you.
And truly, I can sit here and talk about all of this. And I mean, it's Nick that does. I mean, Nick is the on-site day-to-day managing everybody. Steve behind me. I mean, he's the one that's we give him a picture and say, okay, this is what the siding's going to look like. He's the one that goes ahead and meticulously makes sure that every detail is exactly the way that we want it. And so we can't thank them enough. And there's a million other people that we'll thank at some point. But it takes a village. You guys just have to deal with us right now, and we're the ones that get to talk about it. But let's go ahead now that both of us are here. Let's walk around. I'd love to go inside. Show them what they haven't seen. And so right now we're standing in the mudroom. Nick, did you mention this last time? You talked a little bit.
Yeah,
but you guys couldn't see the mudroom. Not a massive space. I mean, it's very linear. But again, in New England, and we've talked about this on other projects, got to have a mudroom. Got to have a place to kick the snow off, drop all of your coats, your boots, and then we walk into the exciting space. So strictly utilitarian, connected to the garage, so you can come in from the garage or in from the front yard. And we walk this way.
Since you saw it last, I believe last time we saw it, they were just doing the sheathing on the roof deck. So the last 3 weeks, like I said, we've done insulation. We did a hot roof on the roof deck.
And can you explain what a hot roof is?
Yeah, we had such a low pitch here for our roof that we really were concerned we just want to make sure when we turn a house over, clients are never dealing with ice dams or anything like that leaking in the roof. So what we did here, we just did a hot roof which encapsulates the whole roof deck, makes it a semi-conditioned space up there,
okay.
And then it's just more efficient as well.
Yeah, and the goal is to be comfortable. I mean, we want to make this house tight. We want to make it efficient. You don't want to make it too tight, because that brings up other issues. But closed cell spray foam.
Yep.
To the roof deck itself, and I mean the house is tight. It
is tight.
I'm excited, what we were able to do here.
Yep, and we got blown-in fiberglass insulation as well, dense pack, which is a really high R value as well. I think this is actually right around a 25 R25.
So it's overcoat minimum.
Yep.
For years we used to use blown-in cellulose in walls, and we still use blown-in cellulose wherever it's applicable. The nice thing about blown-in fiberglass, and I actually never knew this, was that fiberglass, when it's blown in and it's compressed, it doesn't settle. Whereas cellulose, at points, if you don't blow it in at the right PSI and the right pressure, that it can settle over time, which creates air pockets. And again, heat loss can happen at that point. So blown in fiberglass was the right move for this. 4 mil vapor barrier on the walls, on all of our exterior walls. Yep. Again, super. This is the stuff that people don't see behind the walls.
Yeah.
That we want to
behind the scenes.
Yeah, we want to pay extra attention to the stuff behind the scenes, because it's going to make for a better performing house at the end of the day.
All right, welcome upstairs.
I mean, to be able to walk up these stairs now and to actually see this, I mean, this is what excites me. This is when we've been 2 years in the design process now. So for me to walk up this and actually look out these windows that we've been anguishing about, what's the size, what's the placement exactly, can we see the lake from here? It's real. It works.
Yeah.
I surprise myself every time. We're walking in this hallway here. So the whole idea and concept behind this house, because it was small, it was a 24 by 32, bumping out that way, bumping out behind you. But we really want to take advantage of this 2-story space, which you're seeing a common theme on some of our projects. And really just, again, the lake is all this way. We want as much natural light as possible coming in from the lakeside, bringing it back towards us, but we still needed to fit a bonus room, master bedroom, bathroom, closet, and then a brand new office that I threw in at the 11th hour that Nick made happen. Never let me on site during the final framing walkthrough.
What about this?
Yeah.
What about
So
that?
we did have a mechanical closet. Go ahead, Nick, you can talk about this.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I mean, originally it was just a mechanical closet. It wasn't even finished off. It was just going to be, you know, you could just see the insulation. But Nick came in here and was like, you know, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And the owner was on site, and she's like, yes, it would be. It is bigger. So Nick decided that maybe make this into a little office, which it's going to be amazing. We'll have a window over here. They'll be facing the lake or the river over here, and yeah, it's going to be a nice little spot for her to get away and do some crafts or get on her computer, get a little me time.
New master bedroom. You know, not the biggest room in the world, but it's not the smallest. You know, the biggest focus here was obviously letting as much light in as possible. And if you swing out here, I mean, the view out this direction is just perfect.
Really kind of cool too, this space. It's a lot of this was not in the original design. This originally was coming over here, and the owner again was just, you know, why don't we just make this a cubby? And it's kind of same over here. This was going to be a slanted ceiling all the way down, but when we're in the framing stage, we're like, why don't we just bring it and match it right here? And you can put a bureau here. So we're always kind of just redeveloping the plans as we go, making them more efficient to or what the customer or clients need. She likes the character look of having all these different transitions in the ceiling and more space, utilize more space for bureaus and sitting spaces. It gives the home more character. It's not just cut and dry.
So no, it's great. I mean, we're never done designing. It's, you know, you can, you know, it'll be final when we hand the keys back, but I mean, there's these opportunities that come up that you start looking at it, and you're living in this project from the day that we demo to the day that we give the keys back, and it's like, oh, what if we do this? What if we do that? So again, we're not spec home builders. We're not cookie cutter. We're absolutely the opposite of that. And this is where the fun, this is where the art side comes in, and we get to, all of us are designers. We're all builders, but we're all designers at heart. I'm Nick from Remodeling Deconstructed.
And I'm Nick from Remodeling Deconstructed as well.
Have an awesome time. Thanks for watching.